a lady came to our church and she was telling us about CASA, that children in foster care needed someone to, come and visit them. Well, I was just about to have a grandbaby, and she had 6 grandparents. That's my first grandchild. She had 6 grandparents, and I thought, well, I can surely be a grandparent to some little child that needs it. That was the way I looked at it. And so I went to the classes and became a court-appointed special advocate for children in foster care. I think the thing about a CASA is it's a person that can be a stability in a child's life when they have lost their family because either their parental rights have been terminated or the parents are trying to work toward they can have their children back. And it's a stability where they may be changing caseworkers. A lot of that went on in the not too distant past. A lot of caseworkers were changing, and so a child might have a different caseworker, every month. And the CASA was the stability in that child's life. The most meaningful part of being a CASA is that you're investing in something that you're not going to know the outcome of, because these children are going to grow up into an adult, and they're, maybe you'll hear from them and maybe you won't, but you have invested the time that they needed somebody that could be there, like a grandparent. But that's somebody that gives you a sense of worth. You are important, and it's worth my time coming to spend time with you, because you're going to grow up and be an adult, and you're going to have to make hard decisions. So you need somebody here that cares about you and wants you to do well. I think that my work with CASA has helped me to be more alert of children that may be with their parents, that may be with a caregiver. Just in my everyday life, seeing people come and go, where I am, where I volunteer, and to see those children and know that they are well cared for, that they are happy. And so it helps me to think more about the children that I see just in passing. Try to get them to talk about themselves and tell you what they like and what they don't like, or what their life is, what they like in their life now. But to talk to the children about, what do you like? Is this what you like? And do you like doing this? And how do you like the food? Where you are, and things like that. Because I had one boy, and he was always hungry, and the foster mother said that he put the food in the trash, and was because it was food he didn't like. And we can't all have pizza every day, although I would probably like to do that. I think that children need a CASA advocate because they've been abused, they've been neglected, they've not been fed well, and they need someone in their life that can just kind of check and make sure that where they are in the foster home as well, that they're doing okay, that they're getting plenty of food, that they're getting the rest they need. But it's just a kind of a check to let the CASA know that this child is okay, or this child's not getting enough food, and they only have peanut butter sandwiches and that's it, and nothing else. So it's good for them to have a check in their life. Foster parents seem to be attuned to the children and concerned for them, but not every foster parent does what's best for a child. And so that's kind of what CASA is for, is just kind of to be there for the child, to know that things are going well for them and where they're placed. I had a adoption worker that wanted to come with me to visit my boys, and it was one of their birthdays. And so the adoption worker and a trainee came, and the adoption worker took pictures. And so I had brought a cookie cake and put his name on it, happy birthday, and his name. And so I was standing up singing to him. We were all singing to him. And she took a picture of him looking at me, and it was like, oh my, that is the look of love. And it's like, you don't think that the little things that you do, that wasn't a big deal, to give him a cake with his name on it. But probably he doesn't remember, anything like that happening because he was so young when he went into care. So, to have that picture of him is in my mind, it's just engraved in my mind. To have that picture of him looking at me with such admiration and wow, this is for me. This is for me. And that really blessed my heart for him to be so joy filled. That was a joy filled look. It really was. So that was wonderful. If someone was wanting to become a CASA volunteer, once they get through the training, they probably have a pretty good idea of what it's going to take to successfully complete that task. And I would say your life will be fuller to step out there out of your comfort zone and spend time with a child you've never met, and to be able to give them what's missing in their life. Maybe it's to read a story. Sometimes they don't know what's missing in their life. It's like a cuddle, a hug, a thank you, a kind word, something like that. And it's just pretty special that you can do that. You can, don't say you can't, but to be a CASA is to come alongside the foster family, the foster home, and aid that child in helping to get them to a place where they can accept who they are and what's happened to them that they had nothing to do with, and be comfortable with it.